Hello, beloved, and welcome to your reading. We're going to be seeing what messages the divine wants you to receive in this timeless reading. Now, I always remind you that these readings are, of course, generalized, and to take what is resonating with you, leaving behind anything that is not for you. I always remind you that it is important to invite your intuition to be available as I'm doing these readings, because your intuition will start elaborating on the messages that you are receiving, so that this becomes more like a powerful personal reading, because I don't currently offer personal readings. So I always try to give as much information as possible so that you can feel and see the energies that are currently available. I want to remind you that the new moon ceremony is going to be happening on the 30th of May. So if you are wanting to get involved in this powerful new moon ceremony, where I light candles, where I offer prayers, where I really get into the energies, everything you're gonna need to know is gonna be in the description box below. And please don't wait until the last minute and then be messaging me and saying, hey, I want to get involved. By then it will be too late, because as you can see, I already start working with the candles. I already start anointing the candles that I work with. So this takes a lot of time. This takes a lot of energy. And because of this, I always ask you to book way in advance, so that I have the time to work with your petition. I have the time to pray with your candles. I have the time to go and get your herbs and really start working with the energies that are gonna be changing your situation. So again, everything that you need to know is in the description box below. I offer a candle ceremonies every day of the week because I work with specific energies that are available. Okay, so all right, this is good. So we have your cards on the table. All right, the tarot card that you have received is the energies of the Five of Wands. The energies of the Five of Wands is that feeling where you are in competition. Okay, some of you, maybe you're applying for a job. This is how this energy could be playing out in your specific situation. You could be applying for a job and you just seeing that there's currently a lot of competitions. You could be trying to get a promotion, climb the ladder, and you could be seeing that there is just a lot of competition that is there. The Five of Wands could also be indicating that there are just some passionate, fiery type of words that are being spoken, because the energies of the number 5 brings about the energy that feels a bit chaotic. So they just could be an energy that is currently chaotic. It is interesting that we're working with the energies of fire, and you can see that there is just something that is there. So for some of you, you could be feeling that you are currently blocked, that there are some energies that are trying to keep you suppressed, that are trying to keep you not reaching what it is that you want. They just feels that there could just be something that is out of reach. So what I'd say to you is, on the Gemini new moon on the 30th of May, light your own candle, say your own prayers, ask the divine to lift this dark energy that is here. Okay, because it could be why you are feeling that you are currently not progressing. This could be why you are feeling like things are going against you. This is why you could be in the energy of self-sabotaging. Okay, so there could be an energy of self-sabotaging behaviors that are here. Okay, that are stopping you smashing that glass ceiling, that are stopping you living your best life, that are stopping you progressing and creating the life that you really want. Because you need to remember that when we're working with the energies of the wands, these are energies of fire. The energies of fire creates. But what it is that you're trying to create, you could just be seeing that there are just a lot of challenges that you are starting to feel defeated. You are starting to feel like, what is the point? There's almost like a feeling of feeling burnt out, because you have really been pushing, you've really been trying, you've really been showing up, but nothing is changing. Okay, so whatever is happening, I'll say to you, say your own prayers. If you don't want to work with me, I would highly encourage you to remember that you are divine, you are powerful. Light your own candles, say your own prayers, communicate with the divine. You don't even need me, okay? But that time is perfect for planting your seeds, for manifesting what it is, or starting to manifest what it is for the next lunar cycle. It is worth noting and it is worth remembering that currently the ruler of Gemini, which is Mercury, is currently retrograde. So you could be seeing that this is why these blockages are here. You could just be experiencing a lot of challenges because Mercury is currently retrograde. So I'd say to you that even though on that new moon on the 30th of May, even though that day is perfect for starting to plant some seeds, this is the time to also look at past behaviors of how you get in your own way, so that when Mercury finally goes direct on the 4th of June, you can then go and start taking some action. Okay, so there is an invitation to look at the past, because the divine is saying that it is time for you to break the cycle, and breaking the cycle is perfect when Mercury is retrograde. And so this is why I always say to you, look at the current powerful energies that are around and work with those energies, because right now if you are trying to start something, you could just be seeing that things are not going as smoothly, as easily as you anticipated. And this is because it is not the perfect time to start yet. Even though we're talking about planting some new seeds on the new moon, this is the day I would encourage you to go and start, what would I call it? Start digging, start preparing the soil, start doing all that type of energy. So even in your own life, you are preparing the soil so that when Mercury goes direct on the 4th of June, you can then go and plant those seeds. Because, like I said, you want to work with the energies that are currently around you. And as we're talking about planting, we can see you here. On the 4th of June, you went and planted those seeds. You went and started a new project. You started working on your goals. You started kicking this self-sabotaging behavior to the curb. And now you are focusing on planting new behaviors that are going to replace this self-sabotaging, this procrastinating behavior that is here. So whatever is happening, you are going to be focusing on new habits. You are going to be focusing on making sure that your attention is directed on what it is that you want to grow. Your attention is directed on what you want to grow, because you are remembering that what you focus on is what grows. Okay, so the energy is very much all about you looking at different ways of how you get in your own way, breaking that cycle, so that when the 4th of June gets here, it is time to plant. It is time to get out there and really start making some changes. Okay, so whatever is happening right now, the divine is reminding you that the stars are aligning in your favor. But it is up to you to understand how to work with the energies. It is up to you to read the signs and to read the energies to know when it is time to go out and plant new seeds, new goals, and when it is time for you to focus on breaking cycles, habits, self-sabotaging behaviors. So can you see how these two energies are different? Here, whilst Mercury is retrograding, you are looking at how you get in your own way. You are starting to kick these habits to the curb, and you are leaving a void. And in leaving that void, you are waiting for the stars to align, for the right time for you to go and plant, for you to go and take action, which will be on the 4th of June onwards. This is when you go out there and you plant that seed in the void that you created, so that something new can take the place of these self-sabotaging, procrastinating, whatever it is that you do. Maybe you smoke too much. Maybe you have vices, addictions. This is you really proactively looking at why you self-sabotage, why those vices are there, why you numb, why you do the things that you do. And this is the perfect time of doing this, because this is what Mercury wants you to do. And then when the time is perfect, when the stars are aligned in the perfect way, it is time for you to go and plant those seeds. I really wanted to take the time to explain that, because my guides were like, explain it so it's very clear for you to understand. Because as I'm starting to work with you guys on my YouTube channel, right, as we're doing your prayers and manifesting, as we're doing that, I am starting to see that there is sort of like a repeating pattern in how you try to manifest. And I can start to see, I'm seeing how you get in your own way. So much so that I'm actually thinking of making a new channel that is just dedicated to explaining, to showing you how you manifest, to showing you how you are getting in your own way, to really step into that energy of doing the prayer and candle service in a way that is explained to you so that you can do it yourself. This is something that I'm currently thinking about. This is something that I'm speaking to my guides about, because I can see from, I probably have worked with you, about 200 of you now, since we started these candle and prayer services here on YouTube. This was something that I just offered to my own private clients, and I didn't really open up to these energies and this service to YouTube until my guides were like, well, it is time to start offering it to YouTube, because many people are praying, many people are just experiencing some challenges. And as I'm reading your petitions and as I'm working with your energies, I can start spotting the ways that you are getting in your own way. And it didn't really occur to me before, because the clients that I work with, my private clients, they already understand this, because these are conversations that we had. And so when I'm doing their petitions, when I'm working with them, they are manifesting in a different way. So this is something that I'm really thinking about. Sometimes I just don't really want to take on more work, but sometimes I feel that, it's also a disservice not to share what I am seeing, not to highlight how you're getting in your own way. So watch this space and see what happens, okay? So the divine is saying that as you are planting new seeds, as you are focusing, it is time to start taking action. We see you here taking action. We see you moving in the direction of your happiness. We see you really being in that energy of understanding that until you take action, nothing is going to happen. You can pray as much as you want, but until you take action, nothing is going to change. So the divine is saying, focus on what you want to grow, and then start moving in the direction of your happiness, because destiny is knocking. We already saw that the stars were aligning, and the divine is saying that destiny is currently knocking on your door. So whatever is happening, the divine is saying that as you are shifting, as things are starting to change for you, as you are kicking these self-sabotaging behaviors, these vices to the curb, it is time to protect your peace. So if you have friends that are encouraging you to smoke, that are encouraging you to drink, that are encouraging you to engage in vices that get in the way of you manifesting what it is that you want, the divine is saying that it is time to really look at those friendships and start questioning yourself why you are keeping these people in your life, and how you can find new friends that can start encouraging you to walk on the path that you are praying for. So the divine is saying that protecting your peace is going to be important, because not only that, you are protected. So you are stepping into the energy of protecting your peace, and the divine is saying that as you are moving forward, the divine is saying that we are watching your back. Your guides, your ancestors, everyone in between is here protecting you. You are protected as you are breaking these cycles, as you are removing toxic behaviors that have been standing in your way for a long time. As you go forward, the divine is saying that you are indeed divinely protected. So have no fear, okay? In fact, welcome the changes that are here. Because indeed, it feels like you have been getting in your own way. And as you're feeling burnt out, as you're feeling frustrated, the divine is saying that you needed to hear this message. And this is the reading that I have for you. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll see you soon. It's a goodbye from me. Bye.